Do you want to 10x your delivery as a speaker? Do you want to really multiply the kind of effectiveness and the impact that you're creating right now? If you'd like to find out, this is exactly what I'm going to be sharing in today's episode. This is Dr. Gopika Kumar, your communication and mindset coach. Let's get started with it right here. So you want to make sure that you're being able to multiply your impact in whatever you say, whenever you deliver, right? But today I'm really going to talk about some horsepowers which a speaker really needs a day before. Which really means I call this as the self-care for speakers. And there are 5 most effective ways that I find that every speaker should take care of while they're going to be making sure that they do the deed of delivering to an audience, because it's an honor to receive an opportunity to speak in front of an audience who are willing to hear back to you. Then this is our responsibility to take our own self-care so that we're able to deliver to what adds value to their life, right? Now for this, 5 most effective ways so that we can 10x our delivery. And this is all related to the self-care that we take at least a day before. So imagine that you have a next day speech, a next day presentation, a next day client meeting, a next day delivery at a conference, or it could be a TEDx speech. It could be whatever. It could be your big day, right? Now here are 5 most important attributes that I am extremely religious to practice them. The first one means extremely important to sleep well. Now I know what you might be thinking, that is it really important? I'm going to really highlight the importance on how each one of them really plays out a pivotal role in creating your delivery and making it a massive impact. A full sound sleep really means that you're going to have complete clarity of mind. And I spoke about this in also one of our other videos as well. Clarity of mind means that I have the ability to be more creative, to talk about ideas that can be implemented. I have my ability to analyze my thoughts from the past to the future to the present. And that's only possible when I'm going to feel fresh. And you might be feeling that I don't need to be creative the next day. I've prepared a lot, but I can tell you, even when you're delivering as a speaker, you need to perform a lot on stage, while of course you might have prepared a lot backstage thereby as well. So getting a full night's sleep is something which stands at the top for self-care for speakers. And needless to say, any of these presentations, we cannot afford to have a cluttered mind. The second, something that I really do and I take care of, is eat healthy the day before. And specifically the last meal that I'm talking about here, okay? Now this could also be that if your delivery is probably later in the evening, I would want to emphasize, just make sure that your last meal before your delivery is going to be light and healthy as much as possible. Now how does that improve? It improves, why? Because your entire energy is going to be consumed into digestion. Now you don't want it to be consumed into digestion, into what you need to invest your energy is going to be in your delivery, into your facial expressions, into your gestures. And you want to make sure that you're going to completely take care of that aspect and that also contributes to having a clearer mind and for you to be able to feel more rejuvenated and more energetic thereby as well. So eat healthy. And when I say eat healthy, it could completely be simple food, which is a homemade food. It could be food which isn't really full of carbohydrates or potatoes or something which is extremely heavy, and being able to curtail yourself more to fruits and vegetables and nuts. And a lot of times when I have my trainings, I make sure that I'm only eating and probably taking up nuts right in between, because I don't want to have a full stomach and thereby not being able to deliver as efficiently as I would otherwise. The third aspect that I would want to focus my energy on here is to be able to hydrate yourself well. Now, hydrating yourself is extremely important a day before, because it's going to stay in your body, which means drink lots and lots of fluids and water. It's also going to allow you to stay way more fresh. And hydrate yourself before your delivery, which means before you're going to deliver, make sure that you have a bottle of water along with you. It'll allow you to just, and even if you need to sip right in between, do that. I mean, it's absolutely fine for you to be able to do that as well, okay? The fourth most important, and these are my own secrets that I really live by, and I call them as the self-care for speakers. The fourth area here is, as much as possible for a day before, because you're sleeping off early, and if you've been able to get your 6 hours of sleep thereby, create one early morning routine. And that early morning routine could comprise of mindfulness, could comprise of meditation, could comprise of light yoga, could comprise of just spending some time with nature. That's about it. And that's, you will not even realize the kind of abundance and how much you'll be able to receive than what you're actually going to give back to the environment thereby as well. Proves to be extremely effective when you are creating these normal self-care routine, because you want to make sure that you want to create that 10x of delivery and be an efficient and an effective speaker thereby as well. And the fifth and the most important here is the preparation the day before. Now, the preparation the day before does not mean writing down everything line by line. Preparation the day before really means about creating keywords, creating stories, and leaving that scope where you're going to be more impromptu, leaving that scope where you're going to be more creative, leaving that scope where you're going to create that essence of creating a connection with your audience. You're going to ask them questions, be able to understand their expressions. That's the preparation that we need to put in place, which is going to be a day before. Put all of these 5 aspects in mind, and you'll immediately be able to see that with your clarity of thought, with a clear mind, with your creativity and your alertness, you'll be able to deliver 10x in terms of the kind of impact that you'll be able to create. I have seen this numberless times while I presented myself on TEDx, while I presented myself for various events as the event host and trainings, and it's really proved to be extremely effective. Go ahead and make sure that you can apply that. Share your feedback with us on how you're really being able to see the true worth of these tactics that you're being able to apply for yourself in your day-to-day environment, right? Make sure that you've already subscribed to the channel, and do share it with your friends who might want to really want to hear this from you today. For today, this is Dr. Gopika Kumar signing off.